Welcome, my friends, to Soulstober, where through the month of October I will be making videos about various Souls-like and Soulsborne games. And today I want to take a look at Lords of the Fallen. No, not that one. This Lords of the Fallen, as it was on Game Pass, and I did play the original game back in 2014, and it was a pretty decent game, to be completely fair. So I want to check out the game that shares the title, but is an entirely new and different game. Alrighty, so here we are in Lords of the Fallen. Now I will say the first thing I will notice when this game did launch was this game looks really good. Like, it actually does look really nice, despite the fact that we're stuck in a ruin. Yeah, this game is just called Lords of the Fallen, but the launcher is called Lords of the Fallen 2. Which basically tells you that this was originally supposed to be the sequel to the first game. Hey guys, editor Kuro here, and after a little bit of research, Lords of the Fallen, the new one, is actually a sequel set around about 1,000 years after the first game, and recently the studio just announced a new game that is going to be a sequel of this one for 2026. So they just pulled a Call of Duty with the naming scheme just to confuse people, but also to signify that it's a soft reboot for the franchise. But that does make me wonder what the next game will be called, and if they're just going to put a number in there like a normal person. Which came out, I can't remember when, but I remember seeing it on Vadi's channel a long time ago, and then I wanted to check it out. I tried it because I was a big Dark Souls fan, and I wanted to play every single thing that was like Dark Souls or Dark Souls related or adjacent. I mean, I guess it's still the same way. Whenever I see a new Souls-like come out, I immediately have to play it. And when I played it, it felt like just very heavy, clunky Dark Souls. It felt like it didn't really have its own true identity as a game. It felt like it was trying too hard to really mimic the Dark Souls formula, and it was alright. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like Lies of P, where it takes the Bloodborne formula and then expands on it and makes it something unique. This one plays more like a traditional Souls-like in a way, but with just heavier, clunkier combat. I played a little bit of it before recording the video, like I just wanted to check out to see what the game was like, because I want to make sure that the game runs well on my computer. I mean, my computer can run most games, thankfully. I am lucky enough to have a very powerful PC that can run most games, so that's always good. But I also wanted to make sure that just the game itself ran well. No, you don't. And it runs fine. I played through the tutorial, and I just wanted to, you know, actually make a video on it with a fresh character and talk about my experience with this game so far, and the fact that it's not really that bad, despite on Steam having a mixed review rating, which I can understand. You know, a lot of people that play Souls-likes are very particular on what they like in a game. Weirder, heavier Dark Souls, where it's got a few of Bloodborne's mechanics, such as the Wither system. As you can see, my health bar up in the top corner there has that little white mark. That is Wither. It is a mechanic in this game that kind of acts like Bloodborne's health system, in a way. Because in Bloodborne, you have to hit an opponent to get your health back. You'll take damage, and your health bar will just go down like normal, leaving that white chunk there, but allows you to recover if you, say, hit your opponent. So if you can do some damage and you play aggressively while you're in the Umbral world, you'll most likely not have to waste your healing items. But if you get hit a second time after a little while of, you know, not hitting somebody, that withering health will now be taken away completely, and this guy's going to scream. Yeah, he does a little tiny, like, face explosion. This is also the mechanic that's supposed to teach you that the longer you stay in the Umbral world, these enemies will be alerted to your position, and they'll come running after you. And sometimes ow. The longer that you stay in the world, the more dangerous the enemy that will come after you. I think of it kind of like How in, what in the fuck is going on with my cape? Never said the game was stable. It runs well, but I never said that the physics, no, but no, that's just, that's going to keep happening that way. I have no idea, but here's our first boss. He is a man. He's got a stick. He also teaches you how to parry. I did not parry. No grabbing. Ow, I have to heal. Ow! He also deals bleed damage. But I got him with that. I can't remember what they call it. I'm just going to call it the visceral attack. So you notice how there's like that little like white ring that's around that dot. That is a posture meter. As you deal damage to an opponent or you parry them like that, you'll notice that the posture meter goes down. When that is done, you can do the visceral attack. Or you can just keep getting hit in the face because you're dumb. Me. No grabbing. Get him with the visceral, and that should kill him. There you go. I wonder if I can actually hit him with the bow. Okay, he flies away. You dick. This is a boss that I think you have to die to. You can actually not physically kill him, no matter how hard you try. Ow. The Light Reaper. Oh, there's the second life. What's over here? Ah, a broken bridge. So, absolutely nothing but an item. Blade skin. That's not something I want to find. Yes, here. Some dead skin. That's been ripped away from somebody. Oh yeah, this is another mechanic where there are little parasites. And unless you get rid of them, they do buff enemies, which can be probably quite annoying to deal with. Why is there just a white... What the f... So it's like a story thing. Oh, they're murdering people. It's the freaking crusade. They're killing all the cum people. Umbral scouring. That's pretty cool. There's the boss arena that I just died in. Oh god, that's a person. I walked by him and he turned into a cum person. And now you've made my cloak flip out again. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Cloak's flipping out again. Oh, it's fine now. Oh. You're an enemy. My dumb brain there was just like, oh, that's not an enemy, is it? Oh, there's a hag. We'll exit the grounds. Now, I will say that one of the complaints I saw in Steam reviews was that you will be fighting the same enemies throughout the game. There's not a lot of enemy variety. Which, yeah, I can understand why that would be a sore point in a Souls-like. We want, you know, enemies that have massive varieties, because then you can see, like, different move sets and stuff like that. No two enemies will be alike. I found a broken sword. That's not going to very much help me when it comes to, you know, fighting. Corrupted Pilgrim Belled Cape. So that's a pilgrim. Okay. I found a wooden cross. There's just a guy hiding in here, I guess. What are you doing? Whoa, don't nut at me, dude. What? Okay, so he's got like a flamey sword mechanic? Well, he's dead now. Do I get your sword? I want your sword. Boomst. You are not part of this fight. You're like the random person in... Oh yeah, he's got one of the dudes on him. I'm stealing your dude. Yeah, I stole your parasite. How does it feel? Yeah, your parasite's gone. Now you're useless. You suck. But it also comes at the risk that if you do die in the umbral world, you died for good. Like that. See? If I die in the umbral world, I'm dead. I drop my stuff. While we're running back to the area we just died in because I'm dumb, I just wanted to take this time to ask if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help out a ton to know if you guys are all liking the Soulsborne and Souls-like content that I have been producing on the channel, and also it will make me make more of it in the future. Now, back to the video. I need the healy. Ow. You're a dick. Oh. Oh, and then there's the umbral form. See? And if I play aggressive, I can get back most of that life that I lost. And I can kill this turd. Oh, he also had my vigor on him. So they have a Bloodborne mechanic in there too. Because that was a Bloodborne mechanic, where enemies could pick up your souls, basically. And then they could steal them. I like that mechanic. That's actually a decent Bloodborne mechanic to steal. Because it makes it so that way, if you die near enemies, the enemies now hold all of your stuff. That's where I just died on the stairs earlier. I'll have to go back in the footage and check. Editor me, can you check for that?
Most of that life that I lost. And I can kill this turd.
There's a boss fight here, isn't there? Where are you going to be?
Holy Aureus, strike down all those who would see our will defied.
My cloak is flipping out again.
I honored.
I didn't ask for this, lady. Good bow at you. Oh, she's got a holy sword. Oh, I parried it. I parried you. I parried you again. I didn't parry you that time. I like the idea that you can parry all of the bosses. Like, all the bosses are meant to be parried. That was not meant to be parried. All of the bosses are meant to be parried. The boss. No parry. The bosses are meant to be parried. Words you will eat while playing any Souls-like. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's got a hammer. Ow, I got hit by that. Why did I just try to parry the unparryable thing? Am I stupid? Oh, she's got wings. She's an archangel now. Oh god, we're playing Diablo. Oh, ooh. Oh god, she's got Final Fantasy 14 raid mechanics. I'll just be over here. No! Look at her health! No! Oh, almost got her. Go over here. Got her. Stay dead. Don't you dare have a second phase with your stupid lightsaber. I will end you. Oh, and the the cloak. So what did I think of Lords of the Fallen? It wasn't as bad as the Steam reviews may make it out to be. It does carry over that clunky heft of the original game, but it does a little bit more to differentiate itself from being just another clunky Dark Souls game. Sure, I did have some struggles mainly with the parrying mechanic, as it felt like the game wants you to parry a lot since blocking with a shield just inflicts you with wither damage, but the timing to get a parry is very, very narrow, and the wind up to that active parry frame is not very quick, so it feels skillful to pull off like in Sekiro, but can be frustrating to pull off consistently, similar to Dark Souls 2. I did enjoy the rest of what I could play, however. The two worlds mechanic definitely makes the game stand out, as it adds a unique twist onto the Sekiro style mechanic where you get 2 lives, as you will always have 2 lives when you are in the normal world, but dying at any time in the Umbral world will result in your normal death. I did also enjoy the way dual wielding works in the game, as you can dual wield basically any 2 weapons that you wish. Their moveset and effectiveness actually change depending on what weapons you are carrying, and if it's not working out, you can just easily press triangle or Y to swap to two-handing your primary weapon. It's actually really, really nice because that opens up a lot of different play styles, and each one will have different consecutive attacks, which are the attacks where your character automatically hits multiple times. It's actually really, really cool and makes it so that way you have a variety of builds. Overall, Lords of the Fallen does improve on what the original older game does, which is provide a heavier version of the Souls formula, but this time the development studio did a little bit better at differentiating it from just another Souls game. If you have Game Pass or you find it on sale for a decent discount, I can say that it's a decent enough game for a playthrough or two, and it does have decent multiplayer, which I never really got to test out because I play most of my games by myself. So all in all, yeah, I honestly can recommend Lords of the Fallen just for at least a playthrough or two, just to, see whether you like it, and I personally liked it myself, so there's that.